In a world divided by light and shadow, few figures carry the weight of destiny like Gandalf. More than a wizard, more than a guide, Gandalf was the embodiment of wisdom, strength, and humility. But what shaped him into the towering figure we know? Long before Middle-earth knew him as Gandalf, he was Olórin, a Maia of immense wisdom and humility. In the undying lands of Valinor, he learned the values of compassion and patience from Nienna, the Lady of Pity. Olórin's spirit was gentle, yet unbreakable, reflecting the lessons of perseverance taught by the Valar. Though the Maia were beings of great power, Olórin chose a path of humility, seeking not dominion, but to inspire others. When Sauron's shadow began creeping over Middle-earth once again, Olórin was chosen by the Valar to journey into the mortal world. Alongside 4 others, he was sent in the guise of an old man, humble and unassuming, to aid the free peoples. Gandalf, or Mithrandir as the elves named him, began his long journey as a wanderer, exploring the vastness of Middle-earth. He was drawn not to thrones or towers, but to its people, elves, dwarves, men, and even hobbits. Over centuries, Gandalf's wisdom became legendary. His knowledge of lore, his counsel in times of war, and even his fireworks brought light to the lives of many. Yet Gandalf always remained distant, watchful, but unassuming. In the quiet fields and cozy homes of the Shire, Gandalf found a profound truth. While hobbits might seem small and inconsequential, their resilience, courage, and love of life inspired him deeply. However, it was in the Shire that Gandalf discovered a secret that would define his purpose. Bilbo's ring, a trinket kept as a curiosity, was the One Ring, the instrument of Sauron's ultimate power. Gandalf knew the danger. He understood that this small object had the potential to unmake the world. Yet, rather than wield it himself, Gandalf entrusted its fate to the one place where power held no allure, the hands of a hobbit. Realizing the gravity of the One Ring, Gandalf sought counsel with Elrond and Galadriel. Together, they concluded that no single race could face Sauron alone. In Rivendell, the Fellowship of the Ring was formed, a small band of individuals from all corners of Middle-earth, united by a singular purpose: to destroy the One Ring. The journey through the mines of Moria was a turning point. Gandalf led the Fellowship through dark halls, where danger lurked in every shadow. In the deepest chasm of the mines, they faced an ancient evil, the Balrog, a demon of flame and shadow. In that moment, Gandalf sacrificed himself to save the Fellowship, uttering the now legendary words, "You shall not pass." For Gandalf, death was not the end. His spirit returned to Valinor, where the Valar gave him renewed purpose. Reborn as Gandalf the White, he returned to Middle-earth stronger, wiser, and more determined than ever. As the White Rider, Gandalf's mission became one of uniting the kingdoms. His role was no longer just as a guide, but as a leader, ensuring that the armies of men stood united against Sauron. In the final days of the War of the Ring, Gandalf stood as a beacon of hope. At the siege of Minas Tirith, his wisdom and leadership prevented despair from overwhelming the defenders. At the Black Gate, he guided Aragorn and the armies of men in their final stand.